Welcome to Buffalo Stars News and Notes, Spring Tryouts 2011. Just weeks after the end of the 2010-2011 regular season, the Buffalo Stars were looking ahead to next season. The junior program has shuffled its coaching staff and will see team president and general manager Pete Praterotti return behind the bench for the first time in many seasons. He'll be joined by returning coach Jerry Wheeler, as well as Mike Shue, who returns to the organization. The coaches spent their month of April evaluating what is expected to become a squad of mostly young first-year juniors. From what you've observed from both the outside and coming back in as a coach, where do you think the Stars need to improve the most?
Defensive zone coverage. Probably have to work a little bit with the penalty kill and the power plays, but we should be okay. We'll have a fairly decent team.
90% is all new. There's going to be fresh faces all across the board. Some big standouts.
Also returning to the coaching staff are former players turned coaches Mike Flatley and Steve Kinney. Tell me about the challenge that will await you guys as you take on a bunch of new rookies.
Junior hockey is always a new level. I mean, a lot of guys coming straight from Bantam, so we gotta get them used to the whole junior hockey mentality, where we're on the ice 5 days a week, we're on the road on the weekends. They'll pick it up pretty quick.
It's definitely a lot different from last year. We had two solid teams last year, a big group of guys, so it'll be a big change.
Where do you think the Stars need the most improvement compared to last year, and do you think that the guys who have come out are providing the most promise for that?
I think we're going to need some improvement just all over. I mean, both teams, CHA missed playoffs last year and Empire made it, but obviously didn't do as well as they hoped. So, hopefully we'll strengthen up in all areas, and hopefully with the kids out here today we can make it happen.
Among the first-year juniors signed on for next season is Zach Stamatis, who comes to the Stars from the West Seneca Wings.
I like playing with the older kids. It's more challenging, more physical, than what I was playing before.
What do you think you can bring into the Buffalo Stars program?
I'm a fast defenseman. I like to rush a little bit. I think I can get a little offense going for the defense.
The Stars will have some familiar faces playing for them again next season. Defenseman Tom Leisner and Nick Radwan are slated to return, and goaltender Tom Scortino is looking forward to next season as well. Tell me what you think you learned the most out of last season with the Stars, and that you think will be most useful heading into another season.
Well, I kind of know the level better now than I did last year. Last year was new territory. Didn't really know what to expect. So.
Do you feel you're more comfortable at this level now?
Yeah, I think I'm definitely more comfortable.
It's gonna be nice. Get nice fresh legs out there. Some kids that can play. So we're gonna have a good year.
What would you say, from the players' perspective, the Stars really need the most going into the next season?
Shots. A lot of shots.
What did you learn the most from your first year at junior that will become most useful as you head into year two?
That I just gotta play my game. I can't be Superman out there. I just gotta do what I need to do. And, I found my piece to the puzzle here, so.
Those who make the Stars junior lineup will have little time for rest. Beginning in May, the team will host 2 skating sessions per week, as well as conditioning and training that will carry them through the summer, all the way into training camp in August. The Stars got bigger in February when the junior program assumed operations of its longtime youth affiliate, the Buffalo Hornets. Skaters from cross-rink beginners all the way to Junior B will don the Stars logo and colors next season. This includes girls' divisions, which also held tryouts in April. Coach Dawn Robinson will be behind the Stars bench for girls' games next season.
So far we've had a really good turnout. We have almost every spot filled at U16. We're about halfway there for U19.
What kind of players are you looking for to fill whatever spots are left?
At this point we're looking for hard-working individuals with heart.
Tell me about how essentially the Stars family's getting bigger.
Well, I think that the name is definitely attracting some players. In our instance, hopefully at the boys' side as well. And the family's getting bigger because the word's out there that the caliber of hockey is much better over here.
The Buffalo Hornets youth era ended on a winning note in early April as the organization's under-18 boys traveled to Cleveland for the Rock and Roll Open. The Hornets opened with a loss, falling 3-1 to Canadian club Markham Waxers. After a 5-0 win over the Cleveland Blues and a 3-1 win over the Euclid Panthers, the Hornets avenged their opening loss by defeating Markham in the championship game 3-1. The Hornets, a Western New York hockey fixture since the 1970s, go out as champions. The now bigger Stars organization will remain busy this spring and summer preparing for the 2011-2012 season. And when there are updates to share, Buffalo Stars News and Notes will pass them along. So be sure to visit buffalostars.com during the summer months. And as always, you can follow the Stars online on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching this edition of Buffalo Stars News and Notes. We'll see you at the rink.